Hey guys, it's Hafu here, and I know I haven't made a video in a long time. I ended my stream a little bit earlier because ranked queues went down, so I apologize for that. Um, anyway, I wanted to sit down and talk about my smurf. So, for those of you who watched a video a while ago called, I actually don't know what it's called, but it's like new smurf for ranked or something, I don't know. But I made a smurf named Meme, and the point of this account was to show two things. Well, one, that I could carry myself to diamond, and two, well, three things. So one, carry myself to diamond, two, learn mid, and three, show that there is no Elo Hell. And yeah, I kind of did that, and because a lot of people, they told me, they're like, I mean, she's really bad, blah blah blah, she got carried through Elo Hell, and now that she's diamond she can stay diamond because, I mean, you know, she just got carried past it, which I can understand. That's a valid argument, I'll take that. Anyway, I made this account to kind of combat that, and also I really wanted to learn mid. So I did two things at once. Anyway, you know, honestly, when I first... Okay, hold on, let me talk about my opinion first. My opinion is that Elo Hell does not exist. If you are at an Elo Hell, I believe that you deserve to stay there. I believe that you are actually at your own Elo, and the reason why it's a hell is because you're not good enough to go up yet. And that might be kind of harsh to hear. Because I get a lot of messages like, hey Afu, I'm really good at the game, I think that I'm plat, or, you know, at least plat, probably diamond, and I'm stuck in bronze, what do I do? Or like, how do I get rid of these AFKers and feeders and whatnot? And the answer is, if you've played enough games, and I mean, if you've played like 20 games, it's, yeah, sure, you can get an unlucky streak, because everyone gets unlucky streaks. You know, life happens, DCs happen. But if you've played enough games, then you probably, like 100-ish games in the last like 50 or so, you've been at the same division, you probably deserve to be there. And you know what, I was stuck at 1850 after I created Meme. I climbed really, really fast, and it was very easy for me to climb up those initial games because my true ELO was around 1850. So the further away you are from your true ELO, the easier it is to carry. I mean, that just makes sense, right? Because if you're this good and everyone else is here, then you should be, you know, carrying every game, so to speak. And obviously you can't win every game, but you can definitely impact most of them and be climbing rather quickly. Anyway, so yeah, at the beginning, I climbed pretty quickly up through like bronze, silver, and gold. And then I got capped around high gold / low plat. And I really did get capped, and I couldn't move, and it was very frustrating. And there were games that just, I mean, I know ghosting exists, and I didn't use delay, but I never really cared about ghosting. Like, maybe it swayed a couple games in the enemy's team's favor, but overall, I did deserve to be there. And it was only until I took a step back and really evaluated why I was stuck there, the games that I did lose, what could I have done better? And that is something that I feel players don't do enough in this game, in any game. I feel like a lot of people really enjoy having a reason on why they lose. So, man, all the excuses. In World of Warcraft, it was, you know, I got countercomped. It was like, my class sucks. It was RNG, you know, like excuses like that, which I'm not saying aren't valid, but, you know, are excuses. On League of Legends, like, there's feeders on my team. Everyone's like, I'm in Elo Hell. Like, my jungle sucks. My support didn't ward. Blah blah blah. Right? There's like all these excuses that you hear, and it's very rare that you see in solo queue, at least, someone really own up to their own mistakes and say, yeah, no, I could have done this better. Like, I never see that. It's always rage across, like, to other people on their team. And, you know, for me, I just don't have that attitude, because I am always about self-improvement. I don't really care too much about ELO. I really care about getting better, because ELO doesn't really matter. Winning the game doesn't matter. Getting better matters, right? In the grand scheme of things. I mean, for me, that's my personal thing. And yeah, I would say if you're stuck in Elo Hell, so aka your own Elo, really step back and consider what you could be doing better. For me personally, I noticed, okay, I play a very, very aggressive lane. Like, I am always pushed up, and I usually play Zyra, so the nature of that champion is pushing, because your plants push creeps, even if you don't want it to. And so, levels 1 through, like, 5, I'm always pushed up, and always trying to trade, and always harassing. Because of this, I either feed first blood or get first blood most of my games. And that's okay. That's okay. But I think that I lane pretty well, but then I get ganked, and then it all falls apart from there. So I noticed that, and I was like, okay, well maybe, you know, I get ganked usually around 3:30, because that's usually when a jungler clears their 2 camps. So what I did from then on was I would know which side the mid lane would come from. So if they come from blue side, I know they started blue, they'll probably be at the red at 3, and then probably come to me on the red side at 3:30-ish, and play back a little bit. And the second thing I did was really note my opponent, like my opponent's play style. So in the first 2 levels, you're pretty safe, because jungler can't really gank you, because they have to clear the jungle, and they only have like 1 ability or 2 abilities. So so it really is a 1v1 usually at the beginning. And so I usually test them. I usually, you know, will poke them when they're going for a last hit and see if they respond with aggression or if they try to like back off. And more often than not, people play passive when they get poked. They're just like, okay, you can whatever, do what you want, and then I'll just wait for ganks, which is fine. And so because most people are passive, if I can remember that they're passive, then if I go to trade and they actually try to trade back, then I'll pull back right away, because I'll know that the jungle's coming. So that's something that I started doing and started taking note of being really aware of, like, having people play outside of their normal playstyle. And it sounds very simple, but it's actually something that took me a while to learn, which sounds kind of silly. And anyway, once I did that, and if I can always, you know, it really helps, because when jungle wastes time on my lane, then I'm doing something, right? Like, if I'm not dying and jungle is constantly coming mid, then, you know, my other lanes technically should be winning if the jungle is helping them, or something like that. The other thing is that I didn't do was I would only buy 1 ward. So I would always buy 1 ward, and the jungle would always gank me on the other side. And I was really frustrated by this, and I think I was watching a stream, and it was a mid player who got a kill or 2, and he goes back and he buys 3 wards. 3! I don't even buy that many wards in support. I mean, you know, 3 wards, that's a lot, 225 gold. And I was like, holy crap, that's so much gold. And I was like, that's so smart. And he even said, he's like, yeah, I mean, I just got a huge lead, I don't want to blow it. The only thing I could do is just play over aggressive and kind of die. And so I really took that. I was like, that is so smart. So from then on, I always go back, and if I had the gold, I'll buy 2 wards and ward both sides of my lane, so I feel just safe. So from 1 through, like, the initial buy, I always start boots through pots, which is kind of stupid. I really should start fairy charm and a ward or something. But I don't. So, but for me it works, because 1 through 5 I test the other lane, I'm aware of the jungle, and then from then on I try to overward my lane. And yeah, every time a jungle passes my ward, it again not only helps me, but my whole team knows where their jungler is, which is a huge advantage. I don't think people understand how big of an advantage that is for you to catch their jungler in your ward, because if you know, I catch jungle like near Wraith entrance, if I'm blue side, then top knows that, you know, in the next 10 seconds, 15 seconds, jungle could make its way top and gank, and then, you know, he'll have a mental note of that, right? And then bot knows that they're safe for the next like 20 seconds at least. Or, you know, it really, really helps, and people take for granted these little things when it really is a team game. Anyway, so ooh, my screen just went black. No, come back. Okay, we're back. What else? I don't know. I rambled a lot. I don't even remember what I said. But basically, moral of the story of this vlog or whatever is, I figured out my mistakes, and I was able to carry myself from my plateau, my Elo Hell of plat, low plat to actually diamond 2. I got to diamond 2, and I haven't gotten to diamond 1 on my smurf yet, but that is something I want to do. And I honestly don't think my mid is diamond 1 tier anyway, so you know, again, I probably deserve to be at that ELO. But when I do get better and improve and can carry myself further, then I will. And that's how the league system works. Anyway, I don't remember what I said, but yeah, I'm really proud to say that I did solo queue every single game on my Smurf Meme, and I was able to get to Diamond 2, which for me is a huge accomplishment, doing it as mid at least. And I do think my support is Diamond 1 tier, but my mid definitely needs some work. But yeah, still looking to improve. The next step for me is more game knowledge about bruisers, and also, I really do need to expand my champion pool, which is like Zyra right now. It's pretty much all I play in ranked. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please comment if you disagree with me or have your own thoughts or whatever. And let me know if what you thought about this video. And if this is too long, I'm looking at the timer. It's been 12 minutes. But yeah, for those of you who watched all of it, thank you for watching. And I'm streaming tomorrow and every day. See, I don't know how to end these things, so I'm just gonna go. Peace.